Making a One-Handed Shop Broom, William Hovey Smith, 2016. I'm the author of Backyard Deer Hunting and also the owner of a new company, Hovey's Knives of China, where we take ancient designs of Chinese knives and make modern cooking implements from them that are as good or better than any in use today. Here, we're taking a piece of broken-off broom from a empty dumpster and a section of broken tool handle and making a very effective one-handed shop broom.
This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And today we're going to talk about brooms and brushes for the shop. Yep. If you run a shop of any sort, you're going to need a variety of these things. If it's a fair-sized shop, obviously, you're going to need a standard floor broom, just like this one. Yep. 2 hands, push, push, push. Yeah, this moves a lot of stuff. And you're also going to need a standard industrial size broom. These little house brooms with artificial stuff here and about yay long, no, they don't really work. You need something you can move some stuff with, particularly if you're doing grinding on metal. Because this stuff is heavy. It takes some energy to move it. Then, a steel brush. For cleaning off things like your bandsaw table, your anvil, other stuff where you need to put steel on steel to actually move some stuck-on material or rust or something like that, or even clean your grill. Yep. Whisper. You don't need a great big broom to sweep off a table. A little whisk broom does very, very well to take care of your shop table. Then, a toothbrush. Well, around small pieces of equipment, around your drill and such things, you need to just move a few cuttings. Yep, get that done. Then, you also need a brush like this. For when you want something that doesn't have oil on it. You don't want to stick things if you're dusting, sanding, moving dust off something you're carving, particularly woodworking. A little brush like this, well, you could also shave with it, but it does well for cleaning up your woodworking task. Okay? And finally, smallest of all, if you shoot flint, you need a dinky little brush like this to clean out the pan of your flintlock. Okay. Now, all these are good, but there is one size missing. That is a size like this that you can use with one hand when you've got a little pile of stuff you need to clean up, but you don't want to go out and get a big broom and dustpan. You want something smaller. You can just sweep with one hand around the shop and sweep it up. Now, this we got from our major supply source, our local density dumpster. This is a metal handle broom, and it obviously broke here. We also had a relative who was doing some cleanup work break one of my tool handles right here. Okay? This is going to supply a knob to go in this handle, cover this ragged edge here, which might cut you, and then we have an intermediate size shop broom. So we're going to crank everything up, the grinder and the vacuum cleaner to catch the dust, and then we're going to get started. At this stage, I'm about halfway through. I'm leaving this piece on because it's much easier to work with this piece of wood with a longer grip on it. And this way I can also start turning the handle for a more comfortable fit in the palm of the hand. Just because I'm removing the sharp edges of the steel doesn't mean I want to have sharp edges on my wood either. So I'm rounding this off. It'll not be a perfect sphere, but it'll certainly be more comfortable holding it with one hand, which is how this broom is mostly going to be used.
Now we're to the point that we can profitably employ the saw and hacksaw to cut the wood piece off, so we can taper this shank right now and actually take the bent end off the handle so that we have a round cross section to actually work with. Okay. As a piece of tubular steel, this handle has very little to recommend it. Oh, finally. Okay. By grinding it a little bit at the time, I very nearly got this plug to fit this flimsy piece of steel that they use for a handle. As you can see, I've got it inlet from about here to here, so just a little bit more, and that's going to get it all the way up to the edge here, which is going to keep this sharp steel well away from the hand and embed it, in fact, in this wood. When I'm done here, I'll glue it, and after the glue is set, I actually drill some pins and pin it, but I'll not pin it until I glue it. I use the Dremel tool to cut this pin off, and now I'm going to use this cold chisel just to spread this end so that it will have increased bite. Yeah, good. Yeah, that'll give it increased bite here on the steel and both in the wood itself. Now, except for doing some sanding to take off the rough edges right here on the top, the piece is basically completed. You could paint it red, or you could paint a little daisy on it if you wanted, but yeah, structurally we're done.
For now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you next time. This is the banner of our new company, and we were officially granted our trademark at the end of the month. Now here are some of the knives that we produce, and here are even more of them, and we have even more patterns than this. I am also the author of a series of outdoor books which have chapters about knives, and among these are backyard deer hunting, extreme muzzleloading, crossbow hunting, and practical bow fishing. I also have an 8-book series on muzzleloading guns, including shooting and maintaining your muzzleloader, which are very inexpensively obtained from Amazon.com. Now, if you would like to do a fancy job on this broom, you certainly can, and go ahead and finish it, but I really don't have any need to. For more information on my books, blogs, and more than 550 videos, you can go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye, and God bless.